Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Happy May. It is May 1st. Happy May Day. We're into all sorts of spiritual stuff going on here at this time of year, and we're going to kick it off with our May Day manifestation tarot reading. And this is a 3-card reading. So each card will answer a specific question. And you can use this to do this reading for yourself at home. This is just general energy. You know, if you want to do this reading with me, just reach out, use the links or leave a comment and let me know that you would like to have this reading privately with me or any other reading. I've got dozens and dozens and dozens of different spreads that we can use to get to the bottom of all kinds of situations. And people say, oh, well, Avril, like you just sound very vague here. Yeah, my readings here are quite vague because I'm not reading for anyone in like who's specific. Like I don't know. When you're watching this, I don't know what your question is because you haven't told me. So if you have a question or something on your heart or something on your mind and you want to get to the bottom of it, let's sit down together and do a private session for you so that you get the answers for you. Okay? Because everything else here is just a kind of general reading, except when we're sort of tapping into world events and things like that. The energy shifts all the time. I had somebody comment on one of my Canadian election posts. Well, that was wrong. Well, yeah. You know why? Because I leave all my videos up. I don't take down the ones that didn't get the right answer, like so many other mystics and tarot readers do. That's why they have, you know, they appear to have a 100% accuracy rate. Yet all they've done is take down the videos that weren't correct. And, you know, to the whole thing on the election, I say the energy changes all the time. So one day it might have been the answer if the election was that day, and the next day might have been a different answer. So just like everything else, the energy shifts with every decision we make. So, and that's a great message to start off May. You just need to make your decisions of what your life is going to look like this month, regardless of what's going on in the world. I know like there's different places in the world where it's like things are a little tense, but that's okay. We'll be fine. We're going to be just fine. We have to be. There really can't be any other option at this point. It may hurt, but we will be fine. We will be fine. And if you feel you need to make moves to feel finer, then do that. Make those decisions for yourself and everything will be good. So we are using the Affirmators deck. The link is in my bio so that you can check it out. And it does come with a cute little book that has little affirmations in it. So each card has its own affirmation. And also in the description, just a tiny little bit of housekeeping before we get on with this reading. The link to my tip jar, my Patreon, my Etsy, my Facebook page. There's a freebie there for you. There's an ebook that I read 12 spiritual and self-development books so that you don't have to. And it's an ebook, I think it's 36 or 37 pages of all of my academic notes on this. So I basically took a 400-page book and distilled it down to the very most important parts. And that's like 2 pages of a book. So you could read a chapter while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, while you're waiting for your kids in the school lineup, while you're pooping, like whatever it is. I don't care where you read it or what you're doing while you read it. It's just you will get all of the goodness and value out of each of these books without having to spend 10 hours reading each one, because I did the work for you. And in the coaching world, they call that collapsing time. I didn't collapse my time, but I collapsed it for you. Oopsie. So there we go. We've given the deck a little shuffle. And we will see how big these cards are. They barely fit in my little, there we go, my little setup here. I'm actually thinking of changing things. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I do need something for May to put across here that looks fun and festive. Okay, so the first card, I'm going to go this way. Just so for the light, because the window is there, and that's where the light is coming in. So, card number 1, what am I ready to call in? Okay, and card number 2, what blocks need clearing? And card number 3, how can I best align with my desires? There we go. Okay, this is a lovely reading, actually. So the first card What am I ready to call in? Stability, financial stability. It's interesting that money is coming up a lot already. It's only the 1st of May and money is coming up a lot. Financial stability and something that we need to be aware of. And the word cautious is coming, but it's not really a word I love, but just be conscious of, we don't want our financial stability to become hoarding. We don't want to, there are people who never spend a dime because they're so concerned with financial stability. Money is just energy, so it has to flow. It has to move around. Money likes having a job. So if you're manifesting and you just say, I want $1,000, that's not as powerful as I want $1,000 so that I can go on a shopping spree at Holt Renfrew. Do you know what I mean? Or I want $1,000 so I can buy the luxury thing I want. Or I want $1,000 so I can buy a course that I want. Whatever it is, give that manifestation a job. So, and I see it myself, and I'm just like, oh, I want more money. And then I get a quarter. And the universe is like, well, that's more money, right? Yeah, it's more money than I had. Yeah, you're right. But when I'm really trying to manifest, I'll be quite specific. So if say there's a course that is $3,000, I will ask for $3,000 so I can take that course. I'm literally specifically like, $3,000, please, so I can sign up for XYZ course. And then now the money, the energy of that money has a job and is like, all right, roll up our sleeves, let's get to work. And then it starts coming in. So when you're not specific, then it's harder for the universe to do its magic. And so if, say, you need, an extra $500 to pay your rent, just say that. Say, I need 500, or no, don't even say I need. I want $500 in my bank account so that I can pay the rest of my rent without struggling this month, without worry, without, just easily and effortlessly pay my rent. That's all you want. And you want to keep the language very, very, very positive, and just demand it. Just command it. Just say, I want $500 in my bank account right now to pay the rest of my rent. Easily and effortlessly. Done. Boom. Boom. But we don't want to be hoarding it. So if you find that you're not spending any money, the advice that I give to a lot of my clients when they're trying to attract money and bring in more money and things like that is to spend a little money. Treat yourself. Go and don't pay a bill. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, go to the makeup store and buy yourself an eyeliner that will bring you joy. If getting yourself a fancy iced coffee will bring you joy, do that. Just treat yourself. Set aside a certain amount of money every week that you're going to get yourself a little treat so that you can be in that joy, in that feeling of abundance. And I remember when I was young and broke and I would go into downtown Toronto and I'd wear my nicest outfit and I would sit in a hotel bar. They have lounge bars and stuff with, beautiful couches and sometimes a piano, sometimes fireplace. And I would just sit there among the rich, among the wealthy, just absorbing all of that energy. And I'd spend, my last $5 on a glass of champagne or Prosecco or whatever, and sit there feeling like I was rich. And I got a lot of pointers on how to do that from watching soap operas, because these people are all rich and they live lives of luxury. So you have plenty of easy to access examples of what to be daydreaming about and what to be keeping on your vision board and what to be thinking about when you're trying to attract abundance. So there you go. If you need to spend your last couple dollars on something that will make you feel rich and abundant, that might be the magic. That might be the magic for you. Let's see. Page of Swords. What blocks need clearing? The idea that you need to learn more, know more, educate yourself more to take a step forward. So there are times if you're like, okay, I want to be an eyelash technician. Yeah, you may have to take a course, but in the meantime, you can start learning in other ways. You know, this idea that we need to have a PhD to be of value in the world is long gone, long gone. Education is not the be all and end all these days. There's so many ways to learn, and there's so many ways to gain knowledge. Like, for example, like just doing YouTube videos. I learned how to do YouTube videos by watching people on YouTube who teach how to do YouTube videos. I didn't need to take a fancy course. I didn't need to get a big education. I just, watched a couple videos on here's how you do YouTube, and I got on with it. I learned as I went along. So, I'm not saying you should be touching people's eyeballs while you're learning, but certainly start making steps towards that, and you might see some paths opening up. There's also what's coming in is the word procrastination, and procrastination is it's nothing more than perfectionism. We tend to procrastinate because we don't feel confident in the next step. So to that I say, just take the next step without confidence. You'll get confidence after you take the next step. Doing the thing gives you the confidence. Sitting there thinking about it does not. So there's a like a page, tend is like a come on, like get on with it energy, but also a student energy. So learn what you need to learn, but don't feel like you need to start at the very top of your career. You can start at the bottom and work your way up and learn as you go and learn as you earn. So definitely the block is like, just get on with it and don't feel you need to be an expert in your field to start. You can know nothing and still get started. You can, well, let's just take the lash technician example. So you want to start a lash business, but you still have to do the trainings. Film yourself doing the trainings. Film your learning. Film your journey. And then post that on your lash page so people can follow along and be excited for you as you are getting yourself to the point that you can do that. And then you have a built-in fan base of people who will be your models and test subjects so that you can pass your course. And then you've kind of got a business already sitting there waiting for you, right? So there you go. There you go. And our 3 of Cups, how can I best align with my desires? Celebrate everything. Celebrate every move, every win, every decision, every penny you find. Celebrate it all. It's all there for you. When you have the day that you think is the worst day of your life and everything went sideways and nothing worked out, celebrate that. Because that's important too, because you probably learned a lot. We don't learn when we win. We only learn when we fail. So there really is no such thing as failure. I always say I either win or I learn. I don't believe in failure. I believe in learning opportunities, because even when something doesn't work out, well, we learned what doesn't work. So yay, we know never to do that again. Or maybe we just don't do that in this circumstance anymore. There's so much out there. So yeah, and celebrate it all. Celebrate it all. I really don't like talking on the phone. And if I have to make a phone call, and I know many people can relate to that. I'm like, why do I have to go? I hate that when you send a message, the Facebook page of a business will say, yeah, send us a message. And then you send the messenger like, yeah, give us a call. And I'm like, no. And that's when the relationship died on the vine, right? Because I'm like, no, I don't want to have to call you. And the reason is, so often you call places, no one answers the phone. If they do answer the phone, they immediately put you on hold. And then the person that you talk to has no idea what they're doing. The number of times I've called businesses and they just answer the phone, hello? And I'm like, is this the XYZ business? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I don't want to do this, right? When I call a business, I want to feel like they're happy I called. So whenever I have to call somewhere, if I get through that phone call and I achieve my mission, I will celebrate the daylights out of that. I did something that is very hard and I succeeded, and I'm going to celebrate that with a bowl of ice cream or whatever your prize of choice is. Celebrate everything, even when it doesn't seem like something that needs to be celebrated. You know, didn't cry today. Celebrate that, right? Whatever it is, sat outside for 10 minutes. Celebrate that. All the things, everything. If somebody comments on your posts or your videos or whatever it is that you do, if somebody comments and that is not a common thing for your life and your business or your world, celebrate that and ask for more. Thank you, more, please. Okay, celebrate everything. And look at how happy they are. Celebrating all the things. Celebrating it all. Okay, Four of Pentacles. Let's look up our affirmations. I value my success, but treasure what is truly valuable, like things that have no monetary value. The universe sure loves irony. Aww. I just love the these affirmations. Page of Swords. I fear nothing, I conquer everything. I won't stop for anything, except sometimes a Xanax. So cute. So cute. And then our cups, Three of Cups. I never take for granted how lucky I am to be so treasured by people who are perfect treasures. So there you have it. Don't forget to click like. It really helps YouTube know to share my channel with other people. So if you would do absolutely nothing else for me, please just click like. And then, of course, then you can click subscribe. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's free, and then you don't miss anything. And leave a comment and let me know, are you going to try this at home for yourself? Did this one land for you? Are you ready for your own private session with me where we're going to do anything that will help you move forward in life? We can do tarot readings, tappings, meditations, past life work. There's all kinds of stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think. And as ever, have a magical day.